Dick Greens here. Today we've got a lot of hot takes coming up. An enigmatic team, a coach that I've always... And we're going to get into that first. It's our first segment of the show. We're looking here at the AFC East. As you can see, the Buffalo Bills are 3-2. We're about to talk about the Miami Dolphins. They're led by head coach Raji Haston. Right now, they are on pace who likes to talk a lot about bravado. He's got a lot of bravado. He comes out a lot. He likes to talk a lot. He likes to curse a lot. He likes to point fingers at me when he's not playing good and performing well. Hey, I'm sending out an olive branch to you here, brother. I'm sending you an olive branch because I want you to come on this show one day, hopefully next week, and talk about what we got going on with your team. Here they are. Here's a look at the Jets, 4-2, and now the Dolphins. They were in the lead all game, and they're at the 2-minute mark. They had the football inside 2 minutes. They were driving down the field, and instead of trying to chew the clock and trying to take care of the football, Raji Haston goes out there and just snaps the ball as fast as he can. And the next thing you know, they're kicking another field goal. They didn't score a touchdown last week. They lost to the Jets 13-12. As you know, they lost to the Jets 13-12. And the reason is what happened. He did not choose to run the clock out. It blows my mind why he didn't choose to run the clock out. And of course, it was a heartbreaking fashion though. The Jets come down the field. You look like and you watch, and it looks like that the Jets are going to make a big stop. The Dolphins, they're going to make a big stop there. It's 4th and goal. The Jets are out of timeouts. 10 seconds left. The Dolphins are winning by, it was 12-9. They're winning by 3 points. I'm sorry. I don't remember what the exact score was. I'm not very good at math. I was a journalism major at Roane State University. I was not a math major. The score was 12 I don't remember what. But anyways, the Dolphins went to get it, and they couldn't stop him on 4th and goal, which was a heartbreaker. They threw it across the middle. Brandon Marshall catches. Long story short, they lost the game 13-12. They threw in Zach Mettenberger. They subbed out their rookie mid-game. I don't know what 13 points equals. You can add that up yourself. It was 6 points, I believe. 6 points. It was 12-6, something like that. Something stupid. It was a pretty fun game. I like watching these games with a lot of field goals. But that's what I'm talking about, though. Like, what's going on there? You got your rookie quarterback, and I think my wife's going to be coming in the studio any minute, so if you hear something and somebody start laughing, she's crazy, folks. She's coming back home from the loony bin. But here we are looking at the Dolphins. Look at that 13-12 loss. That's just a heartbreaker, and you can't do that in the NFL. You can't keep losing like that because you're going to end up like this guy. Love the nub himself, Kevin Honaker. You can't play games like that. We're going to go here real quick if we can hurry up and look at some player stats real quick. I'm going to pull up the Dolphins quarterbacking stats. We're having a little bit of time here in the studio loading them up, but we'll take a look here. Let's see what we got here, folks. Kind of dive into this quarterback situation real quick. Here's Eric Cleveland. He's a rookie out of Florida State, 6'3" quarterback. He's looking pretty good. And here comes my wife into the studio with a crazy dog. Hello. You got 61% completion rating. He's got a 66.5 quarterback rating. You look here. He got Zach Mettenberger, who just absolutely shucks turds. He's just very terrible. 49.5 quarterback. Oh, I'm sorry, that's yards per game. 49.5 yards per game. His passer rating's even worse. It's 41.3. The fact of the matter is, Raji Haston sucks right now, and he's just got to get it together. It's just not working for him. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. It's just not working for him. All right, we're going to move on here. We're going to read some tweets after a quick message here. If it's late night, the winter is coming here, and my studio is located here in Kansas City, Kansas, but a lot of our viewership's in Sparta, Tennessee, in the Nashville area. And we got an advertisement here. Let me get my ad here. Okay, it's about to get really cold there. I'm reading in Tennessee. You want to warm up with your friends? There's no other better place to warm up than getting some exotic toys from the Love Shack. Located right on the strip. I mean, what were they thinking? Who would have ever thought? Put a Love Shack on the strip in Sparta. It's gonna be great. You can go there. You can get your toys. You can get all kinds of stuff, all kinds of fun stuff. It's a Love Shack. It'll keep you warm all summer. All right. Got a tweet here. This is from Bob in New York. Bob says, Dick, shut up. I tell you what, Bob. All right, folks. Something that we're going to talk about now is an intense rivalry that's been coming up. The Jaguars and the Titans. The NFL used to force feed this to us, and it just was a terrible rivalry. But we've got two coaches here, and this is like just been the craziest thing. They just don't like each other. Just plain don't like each other. Let's go to the standings real quick. As you can see, the AFC South, the Jaguars are 5-1, and the Titans are 3-1. Well, their loss, it came from the Jaguars, and it was just it was ugly. It was an ugly game. I'll just be honest with you. It's just enigmatic from the Titans. And now let's look here. This was a statement from Coach Caleb Lowry of the Jaguars. He said, I, Coach Lowry, have been getting death threats after the recent thrashing of my division rivals. Teams in the NFL are mad at me for bringing together the greatest team in NFL history. I am done holding it in. The Jags will be Super Bowl champs and will destroy every team in its path to victory. I will show no mercy to the league and to my opponents. Thank you. And Coach Lowry walks off the stage. He says that's his mic drop. Excuse me. I catch my breath and get a drink. We're actually about to get Coach Lowry of the Jags on the line. Hello?
Yes, hello, sir.
Hey, Coach Lowry. This is Dick Dragons on Dick in Your Face. How are you, sir?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Now, let's go over a little bit your thrashing with the Titans. What happened? I mean, what happened? You guys just really gave it to them.
Well, I'll tell you, Dick. I have put together the greatest team in NFL history. Okay, the Titans tried to make some key moves in their defensive backs, but it's just not working for them. My receivers are too good. With the addition of Gronkowski, it just really is the greatest team ever, and I don't think anybody in the league can stop me.
I gotta ask you something about getting that team together. Aren't you afraid that you're gonna run out of cap space? I mean, it's just not gonna work out. I mean, what do you guys think about that?
Well, I'll tell you, Dick. I am actually $40 million in cap penalty.
That's not good.
I'll be honest with you. I'm new to the league, so I'm not 100% sure how all that works. So I was talking to my fellow coaches in the league, and we're going to keep on. We're going to keep on with that until it bites me in the butt.
I hear you ride the horse you rode in on, correct?
Absolutely, yes, sir.
All right, I hear you on that one. I actually ride a horse here in Kansas City all over the place. The gas prices to me are still too high. But anyways, okay, I got a question for you, and I had it, and it just escaped my mind. Oh yeah, here it is. What do you think about Coach Turney's comments that he specifically said, "I hate the Jaguars"? What do you think about that?
You know what? He's just mad. Because they put a good old-fashioned butt whooping on him. I mean, I expect it. It just intensifies the rivalry. The players are really fired up. And so I can't wait for another 3 weeks till I see him in Nashville and do the same thing again.
Right, I hear you on that one. I have a question, too. You seem to run roughshod over the entire league, but just one team has your number. That's the LA Rams. What's going on there?
Well, the Rams, honestly, last year, their defense was unbelievable. They were the only team that could stop me, and they did. They played an excellent game, but this year the Jags have really stepped it up a notch, and I'm excited to. I really hope I get a chance to play them again in the Super Bowl, because it will be me, the Jags, versus an NFC team.
Okay, that's some bold statements there. I mean, if Coach Justin Turney was in the room right now, what would you have to say to him?
If he needed some Vaseline.
Okay. Well, this is getting ugly, folks. I got a question for you too. What the hell is going on?
I think he's doing a good job trying to rebuild the program, but I think he's made some bad game time decisions. Like you were talking about earlier, he really needs to work on clock management if he wants to win. 3 or 4 games this year, he has been winning in the fourth quarter, and he blows the lead. I think he needs to work on his mentality going into the fourth quarter.
All right, and I got a question too. Sorry about that. I heard a rumor that you and Coach Turney were going to meet at the city dump and just duke it out. That you had some brass knuckles that you weren't afraid to break out. What do you got to say about that?
Well, that is not true. I'll tell you what is true is the butt whooping that's coming to Nashville, Tennessee in a few weeks from the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Can you give us a score prediction?
Score prediction, I'm going to go with 75-14.
75-14. My goodness. I'll tell you what, this is Dick Dragons in the living flesh. I'll tell you what, if that happens, I will run and jump off the Kansas City Bridge butt naked if that happens. 75 points is a lot of points.
Yes, sir. You know what? I went a little conservative at the end of the last game. I know it didn't look like it because I believe we scored 69 to their 21.
69, thank you.
And so, I mean, this week after his comment, team's fired up, I'm fired up. Realistically, if I can get 100, I'm going to.
I got a question, too. What about that Bush League move you did there at the end? It just escapes my mind because I'm a little scatterbrained right now, but it was not very good sportsmanship. What do you have to say about yourself? I mean, that was just not classy at all. What kind of program were you running down there in northern Florida?
Well, I'm running the program to win. We made it to the Super Bowl last year, fell short to the Rams, who's a great team. And so, I mean, really, we're just coming out with a chip on our shoulder, and we're going to demolish any team in our way. That's what we're doing. We have an attitude, and we're going to take it on the field and show it.
All right, Coach. I hear you on that one. Let me see here. I'm pulling up here on our TV screen. The Titans, they play the Patriots next week, which will be good for the Jets. They're in the worst division in football here. Let's see who the Jaguars play. You played the Philadelphia. Oh, you've already played them. I'm sorry about that. And you won by 7 points. Let's see here. Let's advance a week. See if we can find the Jaguars. Yes, you play in a division rival, Houston. Any predictions?
Houston, I think it's going to be a closer game because really, I just think they're a better team than the Titans, honestly. So I think it's going to be a little bit closer, but the Jags will come out on top.
All right. Well, that's good to hear. That's a good prediction. Any last words you want to say out there to the public who hate you so much? What's up with these death threats before you go? You say you were getting death threats. Are these on Twitter? Where are these death threats coming from?
Personally, through my phone, my family is getting death threats. My dog, it's been rough. And so I'm just, some on Twitter, direct message. You know what, I'm taking it out on the league.
Do you think Coach Turney's behind these death threats?
Listen, I think Coach Turney has been a little shy in the past 2 days. I think his team is scared to play because the thrashing that the Jaguars put on it is what I think. I think he's scared.
We're throwing straight fire here. All right, last comments, like I said before I cut you off so rudely. You have anything to say to the public here, your last comments before we talk to you again? What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, I have made a huge trade.
Again, folks, that's a shocker. The Jags have made a trade. Shocker of the year. Go ahead. Sorry about that.
I actually traded Devontae Freeman and the draft pick and my middle linebacker for the world-famous Luke Kuechly, baby, the middle linebacker.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You are not going to have any money left. Your team's going to suck in a couple of years. You're going to be terrible. Well, I hope you enjoy it so far this year, and good luck to you.
You know what, Dick? I actually have I think 20,000 cap space left.
Wow, that's like a record low.
I think I have four. I think I have 4 picks in the next year's draft. Maybe less than that now, because I had to get rid of the draft pick. But you know what? I'm not playing for next year. I'm playing for now. My players are getting older. They don't have as long in the league. So I'm playing for now.
I hear you. Live in the moment. Carpe diem, carpe football. Coach Lowry of the Jacksonville Jaguars, thanks for joining Dick in your face.
Thank you, Dick.
You're welcome. Thank you. That was Caleb Lowry, folks, and he had some strong words there for Coach Turney, who we're actually going to speak to here in just a moment. There's 2 sides to every story, and I can't wait to hear Coach Turney's side. But, man, he is doing a terrible job at GM, and, yeah, he sure has a great roster. But, my goodness, he's going to say his team's going to retire. He's going to have nothing but rookies, and rookies suck. Let me tell you what, right now, they suck. Man. All right, real quick here. We're gonna read another tweet here. It says Dick Dragons. This is from Ricky. He is from Birmingham. And it says, Dick, can we see you naked? No, you may not see me naked. This is a family show here, folks. Don't send in tweets like that. I'm gonna read them on. They were sent to me. I got a text here. This is from Roberto in Sparta, Tennessee. He says, ask Coach Lowry about bully rumors, LOL. I tell you what, I wish I would have. I heard he's been, I feel like I touched on it. He's been getting bullied by the league. Nobody likes him. He is the Donald Trump of this league. Nobody really likes him, but for some reason he's winning, and we just can't explain it. I mean, that's about the best way to put it. One thing too we're going to talk about here. This is a young man who come out and showed us something. This is Pancho Guzman. Pancho Guzman's family is from just over the border in a little dirty town called Juarez. That's in Mexico. Pancho Guzman was actually born in Juarez, but he is an American citizen, and I don't know if his family crossed the border legally or not. Rumor has it that they didn't, but anyways, here he is making millions. Excuse me, I had KFC. Which reminds me, get a $5 box from KFC. Dick Dragons eats KFC every Thursday night and sometimes on Friday nights. So go get you a $5 box. They're really delicious. Dick Dragons' wife, Miss Dragons, she likes to get the Chicken Little Go Cups. They're pretty good too. I myself am not filled up. I'm a very large man. Alright, but here we go. Anyways, Pancho Guzman, 6'6", 215. He's a rookie out of Texas A&M. He stepped in for Jared Goff. He went pretty good pass. Let's see if we can look at his stats here real quick. You can see here, he went 14 for 21, 66% completion, and he had 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, and his victory against the Broncos. The Broncos are a pretty talented team. Now, here's the interesting thing. Here's Jared Goff. He is the nephew of Jack Goff, who some of you have heard from. This is his 3rd year with the Rams. He led them to a Super Bowl, but this is not the first time that he has been benched. But you can see here, he has not been playing good. 3 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, and he just fumbles the ball all the time. It's ugly. But he has a 71% on his completions. And let's see here. I don't have his passer rating, and I apologize for that. Oh, there it is. A 77.6, which his rookie year, he was a 77.7. I would say those aren't ugly numbers, but the interception is just terrible. It's interesting to see what the Rams do their season so far. They have went win, loss, win, loss, win. And let's see who the Rams play, the Super Bowl world champions. Let's see who the Rams play next. Looks like they played their South California rivals, the San Diego Chargers. They're going down to San Diego, and I'm expecting them to lose. They're going to catch a trend. Drew Hastings going to turn into the next Jeff Fisher, and he's going to go 8-8 every year. All right. Now, on the flip side of this story, before I get to the flip side of it, I want to let you know that we are doing a 69 for 69 on Kevin Harnaker. The name of the 69 for 69 film is What Happened to Kevin. He got fired from Chicago Bears, and really, right now, the last we heard, he's living on some remote island. But find out more. We're going to track him down, and we're going to see how that life's going for him. Now, let's move on, like I said, to the flip side of the story. The Titans. Coach Justin Turney, he is not happy about the Jaguars, and I wouldn't be either. He sacked his team defensively. They came up just a little bit short. Let's see if we can get him on the line here and see if he will answer us and give us some comments. The phone is ringing. You won't hear this, folks, on Clay Travis. I tell you that much. We're getting comments left and right. Hello.
Hey, Dick, is that you?
This is me, Justin. How are you doing, sir?
Oh, I'm doing good, Dick. I'd just like to say it's an honor to be on your show.
It's an honor to have you, sir. We've got 3 viewers here, 3 comments. This show is just getting some real love here. I just want to let you know. Oh, we're getting 4 comments. Your appearance here is just really getting it on. We've got your stats up here. You've won a Super Bowl. You've won 2 awards.
Yeah. Hey, while we're on the Super Bowl, I heard Coach Larry. I'd like you to ask him how many Super Bowls has he won.
Well, I will do that the next time we have him on. That's what we're going to get to here. I guess I was going to save some pleasantries here for you, but let's just get into it. What's going on between you two?
Oh, I hate the Jags.
Why?
I hate the Jags.
Why do you hate the Jaguars?
It's as simple as that. I hate them.
Any explanation at all? You just pure hate. It's just a hate crime.
I hate the Jags, or also known as the AFC All-Stars.
What do you think about this? It's like the NBA. There's second teams over there in Jacksonville and North Florida, but your team's got pretty good defensive on that side. What do you think about them getting all those players and stuff? He's only got $20,000 worth of cap. I mean, I make more than that a year.
Listen, I'll be honest. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And I'll tell you right now, any NFL coach listening out there, the Titans have offered a bounty to hurt any player on the Jags team.
Wow.
Get in touch with the Titans. We got a bounty out.
Aren't you afraid that you're going to get suspended or anything for saying stuff like that on national radio? I don't care. National television.
No, I ain't afraid.
What kind of bounties are we talking about? Are you going to like kill them? Are you going to break legs?
No,
or
we
what?
don't. We're not issuing any death threats. But if you can take them out for the season, I'll tell you it's better than for taking them out for a couple of games. You will be rewarded.
Is it true that Coach Lowry's dog is hiding in your basement?
Coach Lowry's dog is not in my basement.
But is it true that you're behind all the death threats and rumors that's been going around?
No, I don't do any death threats. Just got a bounty out.
A bounty on Coach Lowry?
No, on his players.
What's your formula to win? I mean, he whipped your ass, let's just be honest, last game. What's your formula to win?
I'll be honest, he did. He put a good whipping on me. My formula to win is I've been watching some film on the Rams. We're taking notes from them because they seem to have a good defense. So we went out and we did get some good players on defense. We're still trying to get our chemistry together. So that's one of the reasons we didn't perform as well. It's only our 4th game of the season. So I think we'll get past the Jags. No, I know we'll get past the Jags.
Drew Hastings was your defensive coordinator the year you won the Super Bowl, and you guys let him go to the Rams, and now he's the head coach. We're looking and comparing both of your stats right now. I mean, do you regret letting the Rams speak to him and letting him go all the way out to L.A.?
You got to let your little chicks fly.
I understand that. That's what I said about my first girlfriend. Just gotta let the little chick fly. Oh me, good time.
I've actually got something to say on Coach Lowry.
Okay, please do. Please say. We're getting comments left and right. This is awesome.
I hear he has a past reputation of actually being a bully, going back to when he was his dad's assistant at WCHS. You need to ask him on those comments again. Just rumors. I don't know if it's true.
Unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Bringing rumors, slander, everything. Just bring it here on Dick Dragon's Dick in Your Face. We love it. We like to roll in the muck and the mire. We like to get down in our pigsties and roll in the mud.
Dick, I was listening to your show, and you asked Coach Lowry a question about meeting behind in the dumpsters for a good old-fashioned brawl.
What's up with that?
And I tell you, that was true. And he wouldn't come out and meet me. He was a little scared.
Wow.
I was there. Never showed up.
Wow. What do you have to say about all that? Oh, we're getting a phone call here. Coach Lowry, he's calling in. I'm sorry, Coach, you're just going to have to wait till next week's show. He's calling in right now. As you can hear, it is beeping in live on air, folks. You will not hear this on the Dan Patrick Show. I promise you that. People will not dial in, and they will not give you any info. So, what's your game plan to beat Coach Lowry in the next Jacksonville Jaguars Tennessee Titans matchup in Nashville?
My game plan, I got to have a strong defense. Got to have a strong defense. Like I said, we got to get back to our ways when Coach Hastings was our defensive coordinator. As you can see, he's done a great job with the Rams, got him a Super Bowl last year. We got to get back to our roots when he was with us, have a great defense. And I can't promise we'll be there by the next time, but I promise we'll see him in the playoffs.
Very nice. Well, these are your parting words. I'm sure we'll talk to you again maybe next week or the week after that. What's your parting words? What do you have to say for yourself?
I just got to say I hate the Jags.
All right, enough said. I appreciate you coming on the show, Coach.
Hey, Dick, I got one more thing for you.
I'm sorry. Go right ahead.
I don't know if you got this on your tweets running, but I saw a thing from Sharon Peters saying that Coach Hastings is announcing that he will be demanding his release from the Dolphins at the end of the season.
Unbelievable. We're going to have to get Sharon Peters on the line here in just a minute. She's going to talk about that. That's one thing, too. I know that you and the Hastings boys, you're all good friends there. What's going on in Miami? Too much partying? Too much cocaine? What do you think's going on down there? Well, I mean, I saw the video, Shin, of the cheerleaders mannequin challenge. Roger Hastings was right there, just elbows deep in a bunch of women. I mean, what do you think's going on down there? Is it just distractions?
I'll be honest. I think Miami's just a party city. You saw him bring Johnny in. He knew what he was getting himself into when he brought Johnny in, and he's just lost control of the team. He lets them do what they want. There's got to be some discipline down there.
Do you think, though, that might be the problem? I mean, Johnny Football was the party child. Obviously, we've been seeing that from Raji Hastings. He's a party child. I mean, maybe that's just lost some mojo. Do you think they could get Johnny Manziel back?
Listen, I don't know what they'll do. Now, Coach Hastings, I remember a couple of years ago when he was at the Fins, that was the big rivalry, us and the Fins, in the playoffs every year. So I don't know what's happened to him. I think just bringing Johnny in was a mistake, and he drug everybody down.
Unbelievable. All right, Coach Turney, I'm sure we'll talk to you again soon. We hope you stay warm with your Get Pack from the Love Shack that we've sent to you, and hope to see you here in Kansas City at my studios.
All right, thanks, Dick.
Thank you. Have a good night. All right, that was Coach Justin Turney. Let's go on the comment lines here. Here in just a little bit on the show, we are going to have Sharon Peters herself, I'm sure. Let's see what's going on here in the live chat. We got a WTF. We got a nigga. DF you doing with your life? SCFU. Call me. Bro, call me, please. I don't know who you are. I've got your number, but I ain't calling you. We've got a random guy watching this right now. I ain't calling you. You can forget it. Let's get Sharon Peters on the line here. I tell you what we're doing with our lives. We're making magic. That's what we're making. We are making magic. Let's see here. Calling Sharon Peters. Is this Sharon Peters?
No, this is Sharon Peters. This is Santa Claus.
No, this is Dick Dragons.
It shows how you hang on. Sharon's here.
Oh, well, let me speak to Sharon.
Hello.
Is this Sharon Peters?
Yes, sir.
Sharon, this is Dick Dragons. I just was calling about what do you think's going on with Coach Raji Haston down in Miami?
I'm sorry, who?
Coach Raji Haston. He's the head coach of the Miami Dolphins, and they suck this year. What's going on down there?
I've heard rumor he's leaving.
That's what I heard too. You're the one who reported that. I'm trying to get a little bit more info out of you. You know, one journalist to another.
He's going to the Philadelphia Eagles.
The Philadelphia Eagles. Why?
I have no idea.
What? Do you think he's just partying too much down there? Down there in Miami? I hear he's just running wild with the women.
I don't know if it's women.
Oh, so it shows the cocaine rumors are true.
All right, we gotta go, dude.
Oh, we're getting hung up on. Oh, and Sharon Peters' husband just shut us off. Let's see here. I'm going to go back to this live chat and see if this weirdo's talking to us. He said he's the only one watching, but you're not. I can promise you that much. That's not my real number, by the way. Why, nigga? Man, let me tell you something. I appreciate you watching out there. I don't think you're a weirdo. I'm glad that somebody out there in the strange world is watching. I hope you don't laugh at my lisp. I can't help it. It's the first time anybody's ever heard anything from Dick Dragons. Okay, I tell you what. I thought about it. Because there's so much drama going on, we're going to get Coach Lowry back on the line here. This has been a wild and crazy first show. I don't know what's going on. This is wild. But, hey, man out there who gave me your fake number, I appreciate you. Hey, Coach Lowry, this is Dick again. How are you?
I'm doing good, Dick. How are you doing?
I'm good. I saw you called in. I wasn't going to call you back. I was going to wait till next week's show, but I figured we got a good viewer here. He's really engaged. We're going to give him a good show here. So, what do you have to say about the bully rumors?
Well, the bullying rumors are just not true. Of course, in every locker room, you know, there's some stuff that goes on in a locker room, just like Donald Trump's comments, but I mean, it's just not true. And Coach Turney is just trying to start more rumors because he is still upset about the butt whooping that I gave him. And when we shake hands before the game next week, I looked on Google. I got the best lubrication possible because it's going to get ugly for him.
Hope you bought it at the Love Shack.
Yes, sir. That's the Love Shack. They gave me a great deal. I mentioned Dick Dragons, and they gave me a great deal.
Good. Well, Coach, we're really looking forward to talking to you again in the near future. Do you have anything to say to our one viewer who is outside of the dynasty? He's watching live on WBBQ Sparta 69. Do you have anything to say to that gentleman out there? Gentleman / lady, I really don't know what he is.
First of all, I just say thank you for watching, and thank you for listening to our show. We work really hard. All the coaches I know, put our differences aside for a second. We work really hard to make our teams the best they can be. And Dick Dragons and sometimes Sharon Peters do a great job of reporting our news. But, I mean, you just thank you for watching, and tune in next week.
All right, well, we appreciate you, Coach Lowry.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dick.
Yeah, no problem. All right. That was Coach Caleb Lowry coming in to rebuff. In case you didn't know, you're getting filled in out there. We've just got a wild controversy going on in our dynasty. Well, we're about to wrap up the show here. Sharon Peters is a very crappy journalist, as you all found out. She could not say a single word. She broke the story, and then she wouldn't comment on it, and then her husband steps in and says, we gotta go. I don't really appreciate that. Just gonna go back and see if we got any more comments here. He said he's not commenting. He may be out of here. This show has been 35 minutes long, and I'm very surprised. I thought it was just going to be a 15-minute show. By the way, for those of you out there watching, we come on every Friday night at 9:30. This is Dick Dragons, Dick in Your Face, presented by the Love Shack in Sparta. Here's a quick advertisement, folks. Excuse me. If you want to go get some coffee and donuts, don't go to Sparta Bakery. It's closed down. We can't keep a business at all at the Crystal Building. So if you have an idea for a business at the Crystal Building, just abandon that idea, because it ain't going to work. The Crystal Building is cursed. That's a message from the Sparta Chamber of Commerce. All right. Well, I'm looking out my window here in Kansas City, Missouri. It's a beautiful, snowy night. That's right, folks. It's snowing here in Kansas City. The United States men's national team got defeated by Mexico 2-1, so I'm a little down. I watched the Community Shield of Chelsea before the game, and they got beat also, and I'm down about that too. But we had some real fireworks going on. Mrs. Dragons has come in. She's eating Vienna sausages, and that means it's getting about time to wrap this show up. These are my closing comments. This is Dick Dragons, balls to the wall! This is Dick Dragons here on my balls to the wall final closing comments. These two coaches are going to be going back and forth at each other, Coach Turney and Coach Lowry. The fact is, though, who's going to end up and save Raji Hastings' career? That's what I want to know. This is my message to Coach Raji Hastings. Come on the show. Bury the hatchet. I know you're mad at me for leaking the rumors about you going from Vanderbilt to Notre Dame. I know that you're mad, but get over it, man. We're in the NFL. We got to be pros. Come on the show. Explain yourself. I mean, if you have a cocaine addiction, go get help. Go get help. You have to get help. You have to reach out to somebody. If you're having a problem with the ladies down there, get help with that too. You know, we all like to run around with the ladies, you know, but we can't do it. We got to be faithful men. All right? And I don't know your situation, Coach Hastings. You have blocked me out. As they say about the Pope, you have excommunicated me. Dick Dragons has been excommunicated by the Miami Dolphins, by Raji Hastings. I don't know what his situation is. I haven't spoken to the man in almost 10 years. But get some help. Go out there, get some help, come on the show. Let's have a meaningful conversation before you turn into the next 69 for 69 like Coach Kevin Honaker is. That's all I got from here in Kansas City. I really do appreciate everybody listening out there. I really do appreciate our friend. We're going to give him a shout out here real quick. Let me get this pulled up. Big shout out to Ballers Be Ballin' Goatee. You are the person. I don't know if you're a man or a woman, but I appreciate you listening and watching our show tonight. Again, this is sponsored by the Love Shack in Sparta. Again, it's getting cold out there, folks. Like I said, it's snowing here in Kansas City. You want to get something to warm up with, go into the Love Shack. It's right there on the strip. You can't miss it. Any final comments here? I'm looking around my studio. Nobody's got anything to say. I will say again that it's been a good show, good first show. We hope next week we'll talk to maybe Coach Drew Hastings. We're going to try and reach out to Coach Raji Hastings. Hopefully we'll get a better interview with Sharon Peters. But in the meantime, this is Dick Dragons. You've been listening to Dick in Your Face.